You know, I've always got to have a beverage before I start chatting because my mouth gets dry these days. Okay, boom. I've tried to film this for about 2 days. I'm joking, it hasn't been 2 days. It's felt like 2 days, felt like 2 hours, felt like 2 years. And I feel like I keep stuttering. I keep trying to figure out what I'm doing. I keep rocking on my chair. It's just back to back stress. Guys, I've been struggling with jet lag. I go to sleep nearly every day now at 4 a.m. because I can't get into the London Times. But today, let's talk about cheaters, okay?
Who won it? Who won it? Which nigga little goon getting stewed with the onion?
Cheaters. I'm not talking about people who cheat on their tests. I'm not talking about cheaters as in the jungle. I'm talking about trash cheaters. Now, cheaters can be a male or a female, yeah? But today we're gonna talk about males, okay? So, cheating for me has to be one of the worst things you could do to someone, to an animal, but to somebody. It's one of the worst actions that you can take place in. I think it's despicable. Absolutely despicable. I used to watch the show Cheaters. Who else used to watch the show Cheaters? Leave a comment below and tell me what you used to. I used to watch it and I used to laugh. Because I was like, how can you get cheated on? Until it happened to me. So, you know when you humble yourself? When you have to humble yourself because you're laughing at people and you're watching people's pain. You're laughing at people's pain and look at what's happening to you. But we'll get into that, sweetheart. And let's not get into the fact that I've got no nails, but again, we're sorting that out today, okay? So, cheaters. I used to love cheaters. I used to love the drama. It was so scripted, it was unbelievable. Because the guy who presented it used to talk like someone's died. Why did he always wear black? And he always used to talk like... So today, we find out if Arslan actually slept with Emily. Like, why does he speak like that? When I tell you lot, yeah, I'm tired. My sister was just cleaning out the toilet and it sounded like a mole was coming through the kitchen. That's how loud she was cleaning the toilet. Why does everything have to be done with such loudness? Like, I don't understand. I'm trying to film. What bit of that don't people understand? And she'll be the first to be like, this is funny, but you didn't help me to get to the point where I'm... Okay. I used to watch it and I used to laugh because I felt like it was such... The drama was so funny in it. Like, some of the things that people used to do to their partners when they found out that they were cheating was just hysterical. There was one time, one woman pulled the whole inside of her boyfriend's car out with her bare hands. The whole interior of the door, she pulled out with her bare hands. Like, that's anger. And I remember thinking to myself, if I get cheated on, like, I will not, like, do that. I will not present myself as someone, you know, who's angry and all of that. So... background story, I always want to talk about things that are relatable, and I always want to talk about things that other people aren't talking about. And I feel like sometimes when people talk about their experiences, they always put like some gloss on it or some drama on it, and they don't talk about the seriousness of it, if that makes sense. So let's get into the nitty-gritty. There's some history. So my ex-boyfriend, I was with him for 9 months, I think, 9 months, 10 months, and he cheated on me. And I found out because he tried to break up with me over WhatsApp. Anyway, he came with that tip, like, like, basically, like, I just feel like you're just like, you're special to me and stuff, yeah, but like, I feel like you're too good for me, and I feel like, you know, like, I kind of want to be like on my own and things. So like, I hope we can like be civil and stuff, like, so I just want to kind of leave this here. So I was like, WhatsApp. He wants to try and break up with me over WhatsApp. Now, I was not the kind of girl that I am today. That experience made me who I am today. No, it didn't actually. It didn't make me who I am today, but it helped me to grow into the person that I am today. We for the flesh. Right, so he tried to break up with me over WhatsApp. So I spoke to my mum. My mum was like, it's probably cheated on you. Like, the thing that I love about my mum is that she's very, very upfront, very, very straight to the point. She won't kind of like gloss it over with anything, and that's where I think I've got it from. That she's very blasé. She doesn't, like, it's not a big deal. So I was like, okay. So I called him, and I was like, did you cheat on me? Okay, I didn't say it like that, but I was just like, did you cheat on me? And he was like, yeah. He literally just said, yeah. And I was thinking, this guy's heartless. Like, how can you just say yeah? Like it's nothing. So when I hung up the phone, guys, I literally, the blood that was rolling through my body was like, look, I'm just peeling off my top coat. Okay, the blood that was reeling, is that even a word? Well, today it is. The blood that was reeling through my body, from my toes to my fingertips, was insane. Like, I could have actually killed someone, literally, because I thought, do you know how much I've done for you? Like, I used to wake up and buy this guy breakfast. I used to make him dinner. I would always make sure that he was okay. You know that, like, wifey for lifey? I was that girl. Like, I was doing the most, okay? So when he just said yeah, I was just thinking, disrespect. Like, I've done, nah. And that's why I always want to say, this is one of my points in this video that I want to make, is that you could do everything for a guy, okay? You could cook the best rice, better than his mum's rice, yeah? You could cook him banging chicken. You could be that girl who he can go to when he's going through stuff. You could be the girl who's paying for his haircuts when he's low on funds. You could be the girl who's helping him push his car when it breaks down on the freaking A14. A13, do you know what I mean? You could be that ride or die girl. It doesn't matter. If a guy wants to cheat, he will cheat. Don't ever think that you are too special to get cheated on, because anybody could get cheated on. Doesn't matter if you're right. It doesn't matter if you're buff. It doesn't matter if you've got great skin. It doesn't matter if you've got morals. It doesn't matter if you're confident. It doesn't matter if you've got a banging body. You can get cheated on if he wants to cheat. It's that simple. And the thing is, before I got cheated on, I used to be one of those girls that's like, I'm a great girlfriend. I've got a great heart. You know, why would anyone want to cheat on me? If a guy wants to cheat, he would cheat. And a lot of the time, it's like, a lot of guys who cheat on girls, they're going through like commitment issues. They don't know how to commit. They see a walking pussy and they're like, oh my gosh, I must touch it. They can't just look. They have to go and pursue. And a lot of the time, you know, when people say, you know, when guys cheat, like, it's not with emotion. Like, a lot of guys do cheat with emotion. Don't get it twisted. Some guys are just dogs. Like, they'll see a girl and want to pursue her. And my thing is, if you see someone that you want to pursue and you're in a relationship, just break the bumperclot up. Just break up. Just break up. It's okay to sit down and communicate with your partner and be like, do you know what? It is what it is. Whatever. But you cheated, then you broke up. You cheated on me, then tried to break up with me. Why didn't you break up with me first and just save me all this acne? I didn't get any acne. I actually lost weight. I actually looked so much better afterwards. But anyway, that's for another day. But why didn't you save me the pain with just saying, like, this is not what I want to do. This is not where I want to be. I want to be single. I would have been hurt, but it wouldn't have been as hurt as knowing that you was committed to someone else, or you was getting to know someone else, or you was in bed with someone else. Do you know what I mean? That whole process for me, that whole journey was dark. And I feel like nobody, now that I'm out of it, I could be like, you know, I am who I am today, but that was hard. Like, going through that was hard. And I laugh because it's just insane. Because let me tell you something, ladies, when a guy cheats on you, please understand, he will always come back. If a guy breaks up with you, or you break up with a girl, whatever, he will always come back. Remember, I said it. Remember, I've sat down with friends who have gone through it, or they've just broken up with their boyfriend, and I say to them all the time, he will come back. No, Ria, don't think that he will. He will come back. He will come back. He will see that you're looking well, and he will come back. You have to go through the process of grieving for that relationship, grieving for that friendship. If you had a friendship, you have to go through the process. And I think sometimes people try and jump over it. Like, you get cheated on, or you break up with someone, you're like, oh, I'm fine, you know, I'm fine, it was nothing, you know what I mean? And really, you're really not fine. I had to go through days where I just sat in my house and ate Doritos and didn't brush my teeth. Yeah. You have to go through it, you have to. And I just, like, it's mad, because it's like, I wish I knew what I wish I would, like, I had the mindset that I had back then, because the things I put up with while I was in that relationship, why didn't someone, why didn't someone punch me in my throat? Like, why didn't someone smack my face and say, babes, do you know how amazing you are? Why are you putting up with this stuff? I already said in one of my natural hair videos that he would say little things to me like, why are you wearing that? Why is your hair like that? Why are you not putting that on your hair? Oh, you should wear this. I don't like when, like, give me his opinion like he wasn't running around touching people's nashes. It's insane. And I just want to say that, like, life is funny. Like, you have to, anybody who's got cheated on or might be cheated on, someone might cheat on you in the future, yeah? You have to make sure that that person doesn't see you grieve, sad, or whatever, because that's, you have to go through it yourself. Anybody that knows me, I always say to people, to friends, when they're going through stuff like this, yeah, you have to be looking the buffest you've ever looked, yeah? When he sees you looking peng-a-leng-a-leng, you're smelling like flipping honey and lemon, he's gonna wanna talk to you again. He's gonna wanna start whispering in your ear. He's gonna wanna try and get into it. Because I think sometimes guys see that you're moving on, you've forgotten about them, and they're like, hold on a minute, she was a slag anyway. You know what I mean? They either said that you was a slag or you cheated on them or whatever, because guys hate when you actually pack up your stuff and say, I'm done, or you actually get over them. Like, you get over them, you've dropped that weight that you gained in the relationship. Because that's another thing. That is another thing that guys will allow you, not all guys, some guys in relationships will allow you to be eating everything and anything, yeah? And having you looking like a bamble, having you doing dun 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 dun, walking next to them, bare making noise, the pavement is bare creaking and leaking in, and they're not telling you. They won't tell you, babe, oh, your skin's a bit bad, oh, babe, you know, da 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 da. They won't be looking out for you. Be careful of those guys. You have to be able to love yourself regardless and keep your own standards for yourself, because you can't be out here looking good only for your man. You have to be looking good for yourself. Do you know what I mean? And you have to be prepared. You have to be prepared for the worst. And I feel like in past relationships, I've never been prepared for the worst. I have just been in it and been like, this guy, this is fun. Like, I like this guy, I love this guy, or whatever. And then when something bad happens, I'm like, Jesus, like, who am I? I've invested so much in this guy. He's the one, you know, hitting all these targets, doing all this great stuff. And I'm just here like rubbing his back. Like, you're right, babe. And I've got no edges. Do you know what I mean? It's not, you have to put yourself first in any relationship. And that's one thing that I've learned now. That's one thing that I've learned, is that you have to put yourself first and focus on yourself first, because that's when you know yourself, you know what you accept. And I didn't know myself back then. I didn't know myself. And let me tell you, you guys were lucky. You guys were lucky, because if I knew myself, this wouldn't have ran for so long. It wouldn't have ran for so long. And it's sad, because there's girls out here being wifey for lifey, thinking that going to meet the parents, or him taking them to him taking you to the spa or whatever is him showing that he's, you know, really invested in you. And guys will do that and still cheat. This is the craziest thing. That is why you have to do what you want to do and just be prepared, and to know yourself for just in case anything happens, you need to be able to carry yourself. You have to be able to do things on your own without having to depend on a guy. Because even when I've gotten out of relationships, I'm like, I'm not used to being on my, that's really bad. I wasn't used to being on my own. Like, I was so in tune with being with someone that I was like, oh, it's just me. I confronted him after he cheated on me, because I hadn't seen him for a while. Confronted him. He was shocked to see me. You're looking really well. He sent me some long WhatsApp message like, you're looking so well. You're an angel. I didn't mean to hurt you. When you go and lie in bed with somebody else, what did you expect to do to the person? What did you expect to do? Did you expect for me to be fine? Because that's that. When you lie and you cheat, it's going to hurt the person that you're with. Like, my head's rolling back. Like, it's rolling back, because it's like, guys are actually stupid. They don't even plan what they're going to say to you. They just talk jibber jabber. Like, their tongue is brown. That's how much crap they talk. So I was like, it's cool, you know, we were civil. I was like, honestly, this is obviously, guys, this is after I went through the process. I was like, I honestly just wish you the best. Because I do, and the thing is, I do, and I still do. I wish him the best. I wish all the guys that I've been with the best. I never have any vindictive, I've never wished bad on any of them, because I know now that that wasn't my problem. He wasn't my problem. He wasn't my, I didn't make him. He's not my son, basically. He's not my responsibility. It's not my responsibility to grow a man. Like, it's not my responsibility. And for ages, I was trying to make that my responsibility. Like, I want him to be the best. That's not my responsibility. Unless the guy that I'm with wants that for himself, who am I to try and install that? Who? Little old me trying to find myself as well is trying to carry you when you're older than me. Not only was he older than me, he was he was a grown man, and I'm here trying to lift you. Can you imagine? Can I even lift myself? Can I even do a pull-up in the gym, let alone lift you? Banter. We had a discussion. He was just like, I wanted to focus on what I was doing, and I felt like you wanted me to be serious. And this is another thing that guys do that is freaking trash. They see you starting to like them more, and they're like, no, I don't want to get married. And it's like, I never even, you literally wouldn't even have discussed marriage, and they'll be like, no, it's getting a bit too serious. Like, you have installed that with yourself. Is it because, you have to ask yourself this, ladies, is it because in your life you're not used to committing to something? You're having all these different jobs, your life is so mixed match. You don't know what's happening tomorrow. You don't even know if you're going to have credit next week. This is little things that, little signs, red flags, but okay, this is little red flags that you will see when you're in a relationship with someone that will also show in your relationship, yeah? If the guy's mixed match, he doesn't know where he's putting himself, he doesn't know maybe where he will even sleep next week, he doesn't even know if he's going to have credit to call you, if he's going to be connected to the McDonald's Wi-Fi, he doesn't know any of this. It's going to show in your relationship because he hasn't sorted himself out. Simple things that you're supposed to have installed as a human being, and these guys don't have that. And the thing is, when you like someone, you get on with them, you make excuses, or you completely put that stuff to the back of your mind, like, he's just trying to find himself, you know? No, if you haven't got certain things prepared, do not get into a relationship. It's just that simple. So I wish that I saw little red flags. I wish that I took these little red flags seriously. And I wish that I was literally who I am today. Yeah. Didn't see him for ages. It kept on bumping into him. And it's so funny because it's like, he kept on popping up into my life, as in I kept on bumping into him, and he even once tried to move to my friend. This is what I mean, that's so trash. Like, not only am I being civil with you when I see you, because I could have cussed you out, and the thing is that I believe in when you feed energy into something. Like, if I see like a friend that I used to be friends with and I'm showing that person that I'm angry still, it's not going to help me to heal. It's not. And the thing is that you have to kind of accept it is what it is. You can't still be angry at the situation. And also you cannot let the person know that you're angry, even if you are. So every time I saw him, I was literally in a good place. Like, I was in a good space. So I didn't have any vindictive energy towards him, anything. So I was just really like, I see through you. I see that you're struggling. And I couldn't care less about what's happening at the moment. Like, I couldn't care less about what you did to me, because I'm over it. Like, I'm actually over it. So when I used to see him, he used to be like, you alright? As if like he's got dementia and he can't remember what happened. And I used to just be like, you're actually confident enough to come and talk to me in this way, like we're still pals. Like, it's shocking. So I remember I was with one of my friends and he was like, oh, what's your name? Like, trying to talk to her, and I just thought, like, she knows that you're trash. Like, why are you trying to move to her in front of me? And that just shows the disrespect is just there. Like, it's installed in his blood that he doesn't even think there's anything wrong with that. Like, so me and my friend basically just cut him off, like, bro, I know who you are, like, I don't want to talk to you. And he kind of was just like, oh, okay. But Anyway, but yeah, he kept on popping up into my life. I kept on seeing him around, and on many occasions he asked me for favors. Like, he used to ask me, okay, so I used to work in a shop, he used to ask me for discount. I gave him the discount, because what is the discount to me? It's not going to change my life. You need it obviously more than I do. I can pay full price for things. You obviously need it, so have it. And he was even shocked that I gave him discount on a pair of discounted trainers anyway. But anyway, that's for another day. That's for another day. But I just want, like, you lot to know that anything that isn't any skin off your teeth, is it off your nose? There's not even skin on your teeth. Anything that isn't skin off your nose, just do it. Like, it's really not that big a deal. I think sometimes when you come back into connection with someone who hurt you, your first initial default action is to be like, oh no, yeah. But how are you going to heal if you don't just let that go? Like, everybody makes mistakes. It hurt, of course, but I'm so good now because of that. Like, because of what I've been through, and because of what I went through before I was with him, and it's helped me to kind of step back and be like, I'm amazing. I'm amazing. And honestly, I'm the happiest. I feel like I'm gonna cry. Why? Please, feelings. But yeah, I'm the happiest I've ever been. And I just want anyone who's going through anyone who's been cheated on, you know? Anyone who's going through the process of getting cheated on, anyone who's going through a breakup, just know that you are going to be fine. Like, it's actually a normal thing, and it's actually best that you go through this pain to prepare you for the next relationship you're in. I feel like you're gonna have exes that you're not civil with, you're gonna have exes that you are civil with, you're gonna have moments where you're gonna want to beat yourself up, like, why did I allow so much? And all of that, but it's all a process, and the journey is so fun. Like, when you first get out of that dark stage and you start to see yourself differently, you start to know what you like, your style starts to change because you're more open and free, and it's just amazing. And when you're around people, friends who support you and just hold your hand all the way through, what more could you want? And honestly, I say this all the time, God would never put you through anything you couldn't handle at all. Sometimes God makes you feel uncomfortable in a situation so that you'll be able to come out with this new layer of skin. Do you know what I mean? And I honestly believe in that. I honestly feel like God shifted me into something that was so uncomfortable for me, something that I've never been through before. For me now to feel like, wow, like, I look at my life and I'm so blessed. So blessed. And yeah, what else was I gonna say? And also, anyone who's going through being with a trash man, or going through, you know, being cheated on, bad relationship, whatever, there are good guys out there. I didn't believe it when I got out of my relationship. When I got out of my last relationship, I was like, I'm not getting with anyone again. Like, men are trash. I was in that mindset. But the way God has blessed me with my best friend, my life partner, I can't. It makes me really happy, and I'm really blessed, and there is someone out there for everyone. And when you're loved solely for you, there's no better feeling. Anything that you've been asking for a guy and he's not giving it to you, there is a man out there that will give it to you for free. Like, you don't even have to strip your skin. You don't even have to lift that guy more than he's lifting you. There's actually guys out there that will ride for you harder than you've ever imagined. Like, they will ride for you, like, one hand ride, like, you know what I mean? One hand on the steering wheel, no hand on the gears. Like, there's a guy out there that will ride for you without you having to ask, without you having to get into a strop, you know? There's guys out there that are willing to love women for them. And I honestly believe in that, and I honestly wish you all the best. Always. Peace, love, and happiness. Yeah.
Okay, I'm reloaded.